Um, you already know it's Dashia. I just wanted to tell. Let's see my bun, hun. I just wanted to tell a quick funny story time because it's Valentine's Day and yeah, not everybody is doing something on this day. But I do have to be on a call soon, so I'm gonna make the story quick. And then I asked my sister too. I was like, should I tell them? And she was like, do not make it an hour long. So I will not be that long. I'm purposely trying to do this story in a short amount of time. So, yeah, I don't know, be more time effective because I literally have something to do. And once, that call comes in, I'm off of here. But okay, so story time. This was the worst day ever because 2 years ago, I was in the shelter and I was helping this one guy. I'm just gonna name him New York. So I was helping this one guy named New York, and basically he wrote me down as a reference for an apartment, and I was like, "Why did you do that? I'm not gonna live with you." So I don't, but everybody was like, well, not everybody. Okay, it's a brother in Christ that was staying in the shelter too. And I trust his discernment because, again, this brother in Christ, he was like, yeah, he's a child of God. He's prophetic. Like, he's a real live, solid brother. And basically, my brother in Christ was encouraging me to help him out. And I just was saying no for a while. And then he was like, our ride is here. Like, I already told them you're my reference. Like, you gonna have to go with me. And I was like, no, I don't. So anyway, I felt bad and I went anyway. And I knew it was about to be some bull. So that's how the day started off. Like, I went apartment hunting with him. And I told him the certain hood parts that to avoid as far as apartment hunting. And there's slum landlords that yeah, will try to finesse you and stuff out of your money. So hi everyone who's starting to come in, but you'll just have to watch this back and get the full story because I'm just gonna have to continue telling it as it is because I have to go soon. So anyway, yeah, the day started off of him forcing me to go apartment hunting with him. And it was a slumlord, this redneck slumlord that was in the car with us, and he brings us to this hood, like hood. It was just bogus. And I told dude, because he was from New York, he not from Illinois. So I told him, these are like the places that he's taking you, this is the hood. Like, you do not want, I'm telling you right now, if we go inside there, it's about to be a hot mess. And I said that in front of the slumlord. So the slumlord trying to talk us down or whatever, he was like, well, I'm just trying to help you guys out because you stay in a shelter. Why did we go into this apartment? And it looked like a hoarder house. It looked like a hoarder house. And yeah, it was like a hot mess. And then there was like leakages all over the place. In New York, he not only had his degree, I think it's like psychology or something, but he also was like a carpenter too. And yeah, so he knows stuff about like fixing houses and all of that. And this man was like 45 years old and he had like a 20-something-year-old baby mama. Like, he was just all bad. And I was like, I play dumb. I play dumb and clueless because I felt the anger. And mind you, New York has been in jail. He was in that slum for, I feel like 10 years or something. Or he did a lot of time. He did like 5 years or something crazy. So I knew that like this slumlord was playing with us and New York was about to knock him out. So I just started like playing clueless And I looked around. I looked around. And I was like, oh, okay, this can be fixed. That can be fixed. Blah, 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 blah. I was just trying to downplay it because New York is literally like standing, like he looking at him and not even talking. He was like, you for real right now? You for real? Like, he like, you for real? And I was like, no, 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 no. And he was talking to the slumlord, and the slumlord was like, I'm an older man. I had just had a stroke. Like, you have to understand, man. And like, just try to sympathize. So I was like, just show us another place, because obviously this is not okay. Just because we live in a shelter, that does not mean that you have to give us the bottom of a barrel of a place. It was disgusting. So we go to the second place. I'm telling dude in the back, because he heated. And he was like, I was telling him, like, this is still the hood. Like, don't let, this fool you. This is still the hood. We can't, you keep talking about things we can't relate to. No, that's not all he could have afforded, because he was working at a place called Rivian. And they make cars. They make electric cars and stuff. So no, he could afford more. But it was racist for that slumlord to offer him that place. So anyway, basically he showed us the second apartment. It got a hole in the ground. The apartment is just a hot mess. And dude said for the first apartment that he could get that ready in 4 days, which it was a hoarder house. It was a hoarder house. So it would have took a lot more than 4 days to get rid of that stuff inside there. The second place, he's talking about in 2 weeks that would be ready. So New York started getting mad again, going off on him, because New York is not stupid. I'm not stupid. If you have a hole in your floor and all type of stuff, all types of damages in that apartment, it's going to take a lot more than 2 weeks, because he was explaining to the slumlord all the damage and stuff, blah, 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 blah. So I'm trying to calm him down, act clueless again. Then basically he just started parading the dude around. He was like, no, I don't want these places. Like, you got us messed up. Take me here, take me there. Like, he telling the slumlord where to take us for something to eat. And I was like, I'm not finna go on a date with you. You already tried to manipulate me into coming here, and I never wanted to come to visit these apartments with you. And he was like, no, I'm so sorry. Like, it doesn't have to be a date. I just want to get you food, blah, 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 blah. Like, and he's telling dude to take us to this place or that place. And then them places was not open. So we just went to a grill, and he had got us food. Peace and blessings. Love you, Restored Saints. What's up, man? So, yeah, that's what happened. And then he was trying to make it a date once we got there. And I was like, And then that's when he was telling me, I said, so tell me about yourself. And he told me he had like mind you, this guy was like 45 years old. And he had like a 20-some-year-old baby mama, like just a hot mess. And he was married. And I never wanted to go there in the first place, because I know it was about to be some bull. So when I came back to the shelter, and it was certain people that were trusted that I talked to, because mind you, some people who live in the shelter, like I met nurses there, I met all types of career people, because it would just be hard out here for some people, So I'll go to the trusted people that I usually talk to that's staying in the membrane, and I tell them the whole story, and they on the floor. The food was good. If y'all see the picture in the clickbait, the food was good. I'm not gonna lie. The food was good, but the experience was terrible. And I purposely did not dress up that day. I was just wearing a little fuzzy hoodie. And I was not feeling it that day. I was not feeling it. And it was the worst day. I mean, the eating was the best part. He paid for all of it. Because, you finna pay. You finna pay for all the bull that you caused me today. Okay? So, that's the story time. And I have to go because I have to get on the call. Okay? Do you not understand what a slumlord is, Mike Bass? It's not complaining. That is common decency and to human beings, okay? I'm not finna stay in nobody hood and nobody slum. Know your worth. God bless, okay? That's the story time. But all right. Love you, bye. And he didn't get none of them apartments anyway. Like, he knew he deserved better. And yeah, he knew he deserved better, but he didn't use me as a reference no more because we're not doing that. Don't put my name on nothing else. But yeah, the food was good though. Y'all seen that spinach artichoke? They tried to avoid. Yeah, they tried to. And then yeah, like I said, the New York dude, he was a carpenter. So he knew exactly what needed to be fixed. I mean, he knew. And I had to play dumb and clueless because he was about to knock that slumlord out from the disrespect. Like, he felt like he disrespected us. In a way, he did. In a way, he did. Because why is you playing, bro? Like, why would you show us these places? Just because we live in a shelter, that don't mean that rats and roaches. But anyway, y'all, thank you for listening to the story. What's the moral of this? What can I say other than getting laughs and giggles? Know your worth. Do not let slumlords talk you into just downgrading. Okay? Know your worth. And yeah, don't settle. Don't let these people play with you. Even if you play clueless, say no. No is a full sentence. Did you know that? No. Okay? So God bless y'all. I hope my do not disturb is working. But yeah, that's the whole story. They was trying to avoid Bateman's work. Yeah. He tried to tell us a sob story and all that, and he probably should have, honestly, because New York was about to bop, 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 and I was not about to stand in between two men fighting. No, thank you. I was about to, if he got to that extent. But when you carry the peace of God inside of you, because I'm a peacemaker for real, but when you carry the peace of God inside of you, certain stuff like that ain't gonna happen. Like, it's just not. It's just not. I learned how to de-escalate the situation, you know? And yeah, it was a hot mess. and the slumlord was racist too. Like, that slumlord was just talking about like the small town he grew up in, and then how like little black young guys is ruining the town, which the little hood ones, you know, they could. And he was like, yeah, I wish they would try it with me. These little ones are scary. I get my gun and it was just saying just microaggressive stuff. And New York was just looking at him like, I will steal off you right now. I was praying in my head so hard. I was like, Jesus, what did I just get into? This is why I said no. So I told that brother in Christ when I got back too. I said, oh, never again. With New York, don't try to say I'm being bogus, because I'm not bogus. I know what I was talking about with my discernment. But yeah, I feel like I told this story in a decent time. And Mike Bass, he was not trying to help me, sir. I think you just want to come on here and be combative. And yeah. He was not trying to help me. That I was the help, okay? He was not trying to help me. I'm picky when it comes to places I live. I watched one of your videos from years back. I had to double look. Yeah. I hope it's a transformation in a good way. I'm more comfortable with a camera. Yeah, I just a lot of growth because I've had this channel for 5 years now, maybe. So yeah, it has been a lot of growth. I think I'm a lot more authentic. I felt like before when I was getting on, I felt like I had to always look a certain way, and I don't know. I just was nervous, and when you're in front of people all the time or like ministering and stuff, and then like I explained on my Instagram, which my Instagram name is the same name on here, Shia Noble and Yah. I had to stop ministering for some time because I was trying to be like somebody, like everybody else, and I had insecurity, and I felt like I wasn't being that original, you know? And I was looking at other people's stuff too much, caring about what other people had to say too much, and validation. And yeah, the Lord has grown me, over time, in which, yeah, as you grow in the Lord, as you get older as a human